What's going on? Hello. I'm seeing myself with a lot of delay. Okay, I guess we are live. Excellent connection. Now I'm always paranoid about my internet, but yeah. Yo, how's it going? I'm going to go through the usual stuff, picture, etc. I'm making pizza. That's dope. I rarely make. Do you mean making, as in making, or just heating up some pizza? I've made pizza a couple of times with my mom. It's nice. It tastes different too. It doesn't taste like actual pizza for some reason. Probably because of the richness of the sauce and all this. My mom's pizza tastes like a little bit more bland, but also kind of healthier in a way, right? And speaking of food, let's talk about the classic yesterday's dinner and today's lunch. Yesterday's dinner was smelly again. I think that the smell is a combination of the cheese my dad uses and the pasta itself. It's kind of ravioli that are of like blue cheese ravioli, and then some strange concoction sauce with like onion, ham, chorizo / salami, something strange like this. It doesn't taste that bad, but it's not kind of a pleasant eating experience. Again, I've repeated this same story a lot of times, but it is what it is. Like, this is my reality, I guess. And lunch today, that was dinner yesterday. Lunch today was strange as well. Even though it was my mom's lunch, it was not satisfactory to me. It was like mushrooms, Japanese mushrooms, shiitake, filled with like meat. My mom called them like shiitake no nikutsume or algo así. Nikutsume, I think. And they were alright, because I don't like mushrooms a lot. Hey, Tevel, how's it going? Welcome back. Nah, bro, I just threw that in the oven. Okay, that's good. What did you do? What do you work as? You were the guy from... Was it Vietnam? Let's see, check the chat. Actividad del canal. Long time no see. Fuck. Engineering job. Long time no see. I don't know. I'm a server. University student. Most chosen job. Lol. Server in like a waiter or something. Nice. Are you watching streams at work? My friend who used to cook, who was like used to work in a kitchen, he also watched streams at work. So yeah, back to what I was saying. Lunch. Yeah, shiitake with meat. Not ideal, because like the meat tastes good and it's like elaborated, right? It's a nice dish in the sense that it is kind of elaborated. It has like a sense to it, texture, flavor, etc. Rich, right? It's a richly flavored dish. But the problem is that it's worse because it has shiitake, right? I don't like those kind of mushrooms. I can eat them. I used to hate it. Now I don't hate them, but I don't like them. So it was a worse experience than just eating the meat, it by itself, for example, or in a gyoza, inside a gyoza, for example, right? It tastes a lot like the meat is flavored in a way that it tastes a lot like gyoza filling. So yeah, in that sense, it was good. Then, after that, I had what did I have? Oh yeah, kind of tuna with rice and also like miso soup but with egg. And the miso soup was decent, acceptable. I prefer the one that doesn't have the egg because it looks cleaner, but it's good still. And the tuna, I don't know, for some reason it's not. I'm not sure if I don't like tuna, if I don't like the way my mom cooks tuna, or what. If I've never had like really good tuna, because I don't know, it's kind of harder than I like sushi tuna. Right? Tuna sushi I love, but this kind of cooked tuna in the way that my mom does it, I don't know. It still tastes like this, like the sea, right? So it tastes a little bit, I don't know, with that sea taste. Okay, I don't know, something off about it. But it's also kind of more chewy and yeah, it's kind of not my favorite fish experience, let's say. So yeah, today it was, I don't know. And even though the rice, for example, was like, it had like a little bit of flavor because it had kind of this umeboshi or, I don't know, some kind of furikake maybe. And the tuna had a nice sauce, right? It also had like the sauce. It's kind of a soy sauce based type sauce, which was delicious. Well, not delicious. It was good, right? The sauce. And the sauce with the rice, it's like decent. But yeah, the rice also was like crumbly, so I didn't like the texture of the rice either. I don't know. There were a lot of things that were off. So yeah, that is what I ate today. By the way, I'm saying what I eat since a lot of update for Tebel. I've been saying like what do I eat on stream since the past like a couple of weeks ago. I think since the 31st, since the 25th of August. So like 3 weeks maybe. I don't know, as a daily routine to just have this saved somewhere, right? It's like journaling, my way of journaling, but on stream. And yeah, with my face on it and all of this. And I also say, what did I do the day before? It's kind of it started because I was kind of feeling depressed as with my life and everything like that is not going on. And I was like, okay, let's see what I'm doing actually, right? And yesterday I watched some travel videos, some informative videos on different topics. I've been reading again. I started a new novel and it seems interesting. And I played a lot of Satisfactory again. Like, well, less than the other day. I watched more videos than Satisfactory, I think. I played just a couple of hours, to be honest. But yeah. I'm getting kind of there. I thought of streaming today because I was thinking of it, because it's the last thing I do during the day. So the next morning I wake up thinking about it. But this used to happen to me with GTA as well. I used to go to school thinking about GTA all day. I would just go to school and think about GTA, think about the things I would do in GTA. So kind of like your digital diary. Yeah, kind of. It's kind of my digital diary publicly. That's publicly available, right? No one watches it, but it is publicly available. I think the problem is that lately I'm thinking of making a second channel to explore some other topics that I don't want to put in this channel. Even though this channel is not watched by anyone, the few people that watch it, for example, my brother, a couple of members of my family, I want to, not my family, a couple of friends, sometimes click, right? I want to get away from that and start anew. And on that new channel that I will start, I think in that channel yeah, I think that channel has the potential of having people find this one and like probably like not one person who cares in a positive way about me is going to find this channel, and the reverse is more probable, right? People who will hate me will find this channel and find things they don't like about it. That is kind of my prediction. I hope it doesn't come true, but it's possible. So yeah, I'm kind of dreading the other channel as well. Those things. I'm watching LOL. Yeah, you count as the person I wouldn't mind dropping a link to the other channel, for example, right? But I supposed to be like starting anew, right? To seeing who the algorithm brings for real, right? You were brought by the algorithm to this one, so you count in a way as brought by the algorithm. But yeah, I meant people like my brother, for example, those kind of things, right? Some friends of my brother, okay, people who I may encounter in real life and don't want to have awkward conversations with. So yeah, that's essentially what I did yesterday. Play Satisfactory, watch some videos, and probably read Twitter and all this. I don't recall any articles. Today I read an article that was interesting, and mostly reading book when I'm not like that. I went to the cat's house yesterday. I read a little bit, but the cat didn't show up. So now I'm kind of worried that the cat hates me and it's not going to come back to the house. And my neighbor or whatever is going to blame me for it because her cat died when I was taking care of it, and then this cat runs away from me. So it's, I don't know, it probably looks really bad. So I hope that the cat comes back. I will check in today just in case, but I don't know when she comes back, to be honest. I don't know if she comes back today or Saturday or what. But yeah, I didn't see the cat yesterday, so I don't know, I'm feeling scared because I saw the cat all of the other days, right? Not all, maybe a couple of days I didn't see the actual cat because I didn't stay that long. I don't know. It's like I'm not super scared, but I'm paranoid about it a little bit. So yeah, I hope the cat hasn't abandoned its owners because of me. I don't know if it has. Who cares, to be honest? But I don't know. My cat at my parents' house ran away for a few months and then just came back. Well, I hope if the cat runs away, it doesn't do it today, tomorrow, or the day after. Right? I hope it does it when she's already established with the mom, with my friend's mom. To be honest, I hope I don't get caught up in that drama. But yeah, I don't know. It's like, what can I do? If the cat fucking hates me, I didn't treat it badly, by the way. I gave it love. I gave it like, try to do it like this, and then if she gets mad at me for doing that, it's like, what the fuck? It's like, you are a fucking cat. You cannot express consent in a way that I can understand. I don't know. Maybe I'm autistic regarding cats or whatever. I can't read cat body language and I get surprised when I should have seen it coming. I don't know. But yeah, for today's stream, I asked Perplexity before. I did, let's see. I asked it about the train interview. What do I have to do? I gave it again the interview. I gave it the notes that I took. And it told me some things. pretty generic, to be honest. But some interesting points. Then I told him, can you help me with it? And it told me some things. I asked it, okay, I have the interview on Wednesday, which is pretty false. I think it's Tuesday. So I think I should add it to like it's Tuesday. Does it appear over here? You won't see it because I'm covering it, but it doesn't appear here. It's because I can copiar en ok, guardar. I copied it in my other Google account. But yeah, it's on Tuesday actually. It's not on Wednesday. Key detail, 17th. So yeah, I have today night, tomorrow, Sunday, and Monday. And I asked, let's see, I asked it, how can I organize my time? And it said, morning, tomorrow morning, like review and dive deeper into the technical topics regarding railways and security. That includes weight of a train, time that a train takes in going certain distances, which I don't know, and the essential components of a railway system. Practice answers to common interview questions, especially relating to security, train driving, and client satisfaction. Use your experience in I+D consulting, etc., to back up your answers. Sunday, investigate Deutsche Bahn and its program. It can help you make informed decisions and show your genuine interest. Take a look at your CV and prepare questions to make to the interviewers. This will show your interest in the program and your disposition to learn more. Monday and Tuesday, practice your answers. Wednesday, blah, blah, blah. So I guess it would be Monday, practice the answers, and Tuesday, do the thing. So yeah, I think I may execute on that. Or ask it something like, in the mornings I walk, right? I walk while I read a book. Consider changing temporarily your routine to include material related to the interview. Use this time to visualize the interview, think of your strengths and weaknesses, and prepare for you to talk about your experiences and abilities in the effective way. Planification. Make sure to plan your blah, blah, blah. I don't know. Maybe I will ask more questions to it after or something. And yeah, for today, I had thought of the question that I had yesterday, just chill, hanging out, chilling. That's why the stream is called Hanging Out. Chilling, talking about this question. I maybe wonder which of these things, Saturday, technical railway security things, Saturday morning, I may switch and think of review maybe the questions on the morning, and on the afternoon I will review the technical topics, aka playing the game on stream. Tomorrow, Saturday, maybe I will do that. Yeah, I think I may take my own swing at this, because this schedule is looking a little bit strange, to be honest, and very not detailed. How do you say breakdown? I'm going to ask it to if it can elaborate, if it can make a more detailed planning. La entrevista es, and telling the interview is on Tuesday. Wow, 9 a.m. Who does this guy think I am? Actually, I may try something like this, because the interviews, it's at 11 a.m. But I don't know, I may try something like this. Okay, more or less. And yeah, besides this, I wanted to consider this, right? Getting away from the train thing and into just hanging out and thinking about this question a little bit, right? If I were to make just one video per year in my case, what would I make the video about? Or for example, if I could only make one stream per year, what would I stream about, right? I don't know, the point of streaming today was to do it kind of every day, right? That was the point. So if I were to do just one stream per year, but yeah, I think, right, for example, stream. The point of the exercise, right, is if I were to do it only once, I would probably have a tighter script, right? a title script of what I would want to say that day. I would be like, oh, I have 1 hour and a half and I have to talk about my day, right? So I would probably have a title script. So I think I would probably just make a video, right, instead of recording a stream. But at that point, I would perhaps just make a video. A video, right? If I only had to make one video a year, what kind of video would it be? Would it be just a yearly update, right? Would it be a yearly update? But like tighter script. Edited, right? If I only made one per year, I would probably edit a little bit. I would probably have material, right? Material like images, footage. If I were to talk about things I've done, I would probably show these, right? Texts, books, right? Texts, books, clips. I would clip things, I assume. Or would it be something more video essay, right? Would it be instead of making a yearly update, a retrospective on what has happened, would it be something like trying to get a message across to someone, right? Trying to express something. I don't know. Of my list of YouTube video ideas, why I'm making videos, friends, things I would tell my friends, family, brother. Maybe in the new channel I could make something like this, right? Website, Twitter, YouTubers, what is a healthy relationship, cars I've made. Would I make a video about cars if I only make one video? I think if I made only, it would probably be not a update, not something like this. It would probably be, right? It probably be something of the secret project I've been talking about, right? Something regarding the secret project. That is probably the thing that feels kind of more urgent. If I had to make one, how would it be? It would have to be raw, right? Raw. But scripted, right? AKA not video essay formatted. Not formatted like a video essay where I'm trying to communicate something, but trying to like confess something like this, right? More in that format, in the format of like talking to a camera or something. Instead of talking to a camera before a chroma key, maybe, talking just straight up, right? So raw in the sense of talking straight up straight to the camera, no frills, right? No frills, no showing, no edition, or not a lot of editing, that kind of thing, right? But kind of more all-encompassing, right? If it had to be only one, right? If it had to be only one, probably be after reading some, like reading a lot, right? Maybe trying to script something, but letting the last, letting then bullet pointing or something, right? More bullet point type script that allows for some things to talk about, right? It's like things to touch on. And it will be probably some title like my experience with, right? Something like something like this, right? My experience with X or something like that, right? A short title, boom, boom, boom. It's like my experience with. Or what's it like? I don't know. What's it like? Maybe not. That title I like it less. I don't know. I'm thinking of if I had to make one video only, I would try to fit some title like this, right? Some title that is, I don't know, curiosity inducing enough, maybe. If it's going to be just one video. I don't know why I'm doing this to myself. I just ripped some hair. I don't know why. Going crazy. Yeah, I'm thinking I wrote here starting from 0. That would probably be, as I mentioned before, I think it would still apply. That thing that I mentioned that I want to start from 0 would still apply to this new. If I could only make one video, it would probably be like that, starting anew. Plus, if it's going to be just one video per year, it makes sense that it's separated from my actual channel that has a lot of videos. Right? While walking today, I was thinking of what name could I put to the channel, right? I was thinking earlier of channel names. I didn't like anyone. I didn't like any name. Maybe I will talk about this with ChatGPT, or I thought about talking about it with a friend actually, but if the bridge point on the channel is like that, then I don't get it, right? Hi, welcome back. I noticed you left. How are the tables and all that? I'm trying to find your first message to see if you said where you're from. Yes, in university, currently live in Vietnam. Okay. Near to Ho Chi Minh, but you wouldn't say where. Okay. House university. House work. I was thinking of, backtracking. I was thinking of this question. If you were to make just one X per year, what would it be? And in my case, X, like the question, I took it from Twitter, some guy I follow who makes essays, right? So he was thinking of this, right? He was thinking of if I could only make one essay per year, what would I say in this essay, right? What would be the topic of the essay? So in my case, I make streams, YouTube streams, and like this, and I make YouTube videos, right? So if I could, but the point of the making streams, right? If I could only make one, I would probably kind of make it a little bit tighter script, right? I would have more things to talk about planned beforehand, right? Since I'm only going to make one. But at that point, I would probably just make a video, right? If I can only make one thing, I would probably make it a video instead of a stream. And I was wondering what would I do if I were to make a video? Would it be a yearly update? In that case, it would probably have a way tighter script, right? And I would probably edit it, right? So I would probably update on how this year has been, etc. Since the next time I'm going to be able to make a video is the next year, right? I would make it tighter, like with the things, like per points, for example, per sentimentally, blah, 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 blah. How are all of these fields right now? And I would probably add some material. I would have material ready, so like images, etc. But I was wondering, maybe if I could only make one video, it would probably not be something like that, right? It wouldn't be just an update. It would probably be something more video essay-like, right? Maybe. But I couldn't think of any ideas. I looked up at my YouTube video ideas and couldn't think any topic that I wanted to talk about enough for me to make this. So it would probably be something regarding a secret project that I have that is starting from zero. And I was thinking of challenge lines, but I couldn't find anything. And it would be something raw, right? Scripted, but raw. So how is it raw? Raw in the sense of like talking straight to the camera, right? There are a genre of video that I like that is people talking straight to the camera, right? But if it had to be only one, it would have to be probably a video after reading a lot of the material that I want to read and, I don't know, grasping with the material, kind of, I don't know, confronting it, etc. in my head before saying my thing. And yeah, trying to script something but on bullet points so as to know which points I want to hit, but not have it written and me reading something, but me hitting points I want to hit without, like that. And then, something that could be titled My Experience with X, etc., right? So it would be, I guess, an overview or something, maybe some kind of an overview of X or something like this. Right? It's 10 p.m. and there's still some drunk guys. I mean, it's Friday night, right? I would expect Friday night to go on long. Yesterday I was looking at, because by the way, job update, I think you have been at some of my streamings looking for jobs, etc. Latest job news is that I'm trying to join a thing that teaches you how to drive a train, and they teach you German, and they take you to Germany and teach you how to drive a train, and then you have to drive a train with them for 2 years. So I'm going to apply for that, and I'm going to interview for this. So I applied, and I'm going to interview for them on Tuesday. So I was looking, okay, what is the next step? After those 2 years driving trains, what is my next step? And I was looking at things. And I looked at my next plan is something like getting another license. So a plane license, maybe something like this. And I was wondering where it's the cheapest. I looked up Thailand, for example, to check. It seems like the cheapest is probably here in Europe, like in Spain or in like Lithuania, something like this, Poland maybe. But I checked Thailand, I checked Vietnam or something like this. And yeah, it was interesting seeing because I was like, okay, if I'm going to expend money, at least I want to live in a place that is cool, right? So I was like, okay, could I live I watched a lot of Thailand videos because they are like cheap apartments, right? You could live cheaply over there. So I was like, okay, could I live by the beach and then go to plain school? That was something that appealed to me. And I was like, if that doesn't seem likely in Thailand. I checked Vietnam. It doesn't seem likely in Vietnam either, but yeah, it was something that I thought of. So I was like, maybe you know something more about it, right? You maybe are inside it and you know something that you are like, oh, okay, yeah, actually I have a friend that is doing something similar like that. Or maybe not. Maybe you don't have any pilot friends or something like this. Do you know what you have to do to drive trains in Vietnam, for example? I assume that because Vietnam is like technically this kind of communist country, right? It's, or at least socialist or something, like the government of Vietnam is like the Communist Party of Vietnam or something like this, right? Or like the People's Party of Vietnam. I imagine that it's like all state-owned, right? The railway system in Vietnam Rail. State-owned operator of the rail system in Vietnam. Principal route is Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh. Eventually leading to Beijing. It was built Meter Gauge. Interesting. I know that there is this famous, there is a famous place in Vietnam that runs through a street and that people take pictures of. I think Bahnstrecke Hanoi, Ho Chi Minh, Geschichte der Eisenbahn in Vietnam. No idea. Vietnam Train Street. Hanoi Train Street. On the rail line between Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh in the south. Yeah, it's this Instagram street basically. Do you know the street? Most Vietnamese don't have an interest in political, and I am no exception. Yeah, I mean, it's not, well, it is political in a sense, but it's downstream of other interests, right? It's like you run into the politics of it all when encountering one specific thing, which is how do you become a train driver in Vietnam, right? Then it's when you encounter the political systems of it all, right? Yeah. It's like if you want to be the guy driving the train here, what do you do? Because this image is very common, right? You probably do know this, right? What do you have to do to be that guy? Because to be this person, these people, you have to buy a plane ticket, pretty straightforward things, right? But to be this other guy, I think that is less straightforward. And for that, you probably need to, I wonder what requirements there are. Do you have to be Vietnamese, maybe? It's like, probably, right? Maybe not. But it's like in practice, you probably kind of have to be Vietnamese, right? Because all of the documents for this Vietnamese railway, etc., and like all of your co-workers, etc., will all be Vietnamese. So you probably have to have a very good level of Vietnamese language. And if there are trainings that they themselves do, probably, right? I don't know. It's like I probably can't find how to be a Vietnamese Vietnamese railway driver. Okay, maybe I misunderstood. I underestimated it. Be of age. Have a degree. Agencies that issue train driving licenses on Vietnam. Okay, people's committees on these places. I mean, a lot of things that I don't understand, to be honest. Use a boat driving license. A boat driving license? I don't know. It's not my field of specialty. Railway isn't our main way of travel. Yeah, even if it's your main way of travel, it's like you don't know how to get the train driving license, but train driver jobs in Vietnam. Okay, there is metro line work. Interesting. Okay, didn't find anything. Shut. Technical lead. Software architect. 60-70K hybrid. Anyways, I was thinking about that. With that, I mean this kind of video. The kind of video that I would make if I could only make one video per year, right? And I think these are the things. I think this was helpful to me, to be honest. This kind of discussing the secret project, even though it's a secret thing and I don't talk about it a lot, and I don't say details about it. These things do help me a little bit. Let's check my notes if I had something else I wanted to mention on stream. Not really. Okay, I do have some motivation here that I wrote, and some motivation of it is that motivation I have on notes. It's like I do think my experiences, etc., on this topic are kind of cutting edge, right? If I'm in the cutting edge of something, a better wording is like if I'm in the cutting edge vanguard, etc., of something, it is this, right? It's this secret project, right? Not necessarily cutting edge in a technological way. It's more like, think of it cutting edge culturally, right? In the things in the culture that are like new. I think this is around that, right? Maybe not new, right? It's like in the, I don't know, current. It's like current, but Overton window, outside of the other window, right? Outside of Overton, but that can become Overton soon, that kind of thing, right? It's in that type of environment, I would say. And the other thing is that I'm shy, right? So it's something I'm so shy that I can't even talk about it here on stream, right? Even talking about it here is a little bit of, it gives me shyness, right? So precisely because I'm shy, I want to make a new channel, right? It's like it has to be a new, right? And because I am also shy, I don't talk about this with anyone else, right? But I do feel it's like the combination of these two things, feeling like it's something relevant on the vanguard of something, but me being shy, is something I feel like has potential or something, right? I don't know. Is this how you prepare for each interview? This is not preparation for the interview, by the way. This is just some things I was thinking about outside of the interview. The preparation for the interview is here. I wrote a different document for preparing for the interview the other day. And I asked Perplexity as well here. I hate this. I asked it before. And in Spanish. And it gave me some timetables, etc. This is just me thinking out loud about things. About this topic. If I were to make just one video per year, what would that video be? I understand nothing. I guess. That is a problem. I feel like that is maybe why I don't make the video also, right? I don't know how to come at it from an angle that people will understand. Yeah, this is not very clear, to be honest. It's not that you're not supposed to understand, it's that I am shy, right? I am shy, so I am not giving a lot of information to make it understandable. But it helps me think about it. This is a totally different thing from the trains, by the way. It's like this has nothing to do with trains. This is another thing. The train things I just mentioned because it was like a live update for you to know. Because I noticed while you were saying things, right? Sorry, and then things that you have said here. Look, these are all the things that you have said on my channel in the last year. So in the last year, you have said all these things, and you can see the titles of the videos, right? Some of these titles were like showing my website, timestamping, but some of them were like applying to job, right? It's like you have been on videos where I'm applying to jobs. So I was like giving an update on that. It was just that. That's why I started talking about trains randomly, because you once were in a video of mine applying to jobs. So I was like, okay, let's tell Tevel the new updates on this front, right? Because it has been a topic on my channel, kind of consistent, more or less. But yeah, this sentence, if you were to make just one X per year, what would it be? This is just like the topic I chose for today, right? It has nothing to do with the train thing. It's like if I chose to make a video, one video per year, it would not be about trains, this video, for sure, right? I don't have enough to say about trains. Yet. Biochemistry? What? What is the X in the statement? In my case, it's videos or streams. But I put X because the place where I saw it from, it was like he was talking about essays, right? He said, because he said it for himself, right? If I were to write just one essay per year, what would it be? Because he was thinking about his next essay. What was like he wants to think about his next essay, right? In general, not because he's just going to write one essay per year, right? But the way of choosing the topic that he finds the most interesting is with this exercise, right? He asks himself, okay, if I have to choose just one essay per year, what would I write the essay about? And he chooses that topic, right? And then he writes that essay, like he tries to write that essay, and in the process he maybe writes more, etc. Right? The result doesn't matter. It's like the exercise to gauge the importance of what you want to talk about. In his sense, what does he want to write about? What? So yeah, I was doing the same thing, but instead of essays, because I don't write essays, right? I make videos. I do streams or whatever the fuck it's called. If I write things, they are journal entries for me, right? So yeah, this was more or less. This was something I wanted to think about. I've been thinking about hydration also. I'm thirsty right now, but I wonder about hydration, like if there are any ways to measure hydration. I asked Perplexity about it, and it said some things. I don't know. I would like, for example, an Apple Watch, and your Apple Watch, you look at it, and it tells you are 75% hydrated. Something like this, for example. It's like you feel thirsty, and you ask Siri, hey Siri, I'm thirsty. What do my hydration stats say? And it says, yes, I can confirm you, blah, 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 right? You are at 65% hydration. You could use a couple of glasses of water, blah, blah, blah. Or it's like, my lips are dry, but I'm not feeling thirsty. Am I actually thirsty? Something like this. It's like, or you are experiencing thirst because you have been talking for 1 hour, and that causes blah, 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 right? But you are not actually under dehydration risk or something like this, for example. Right? I don't know. I would like to know the nuances. It's like what you are experiencing is called thirst. These are the signs, the initial signs of blah, blah, right? Or something. Or maybe it tells me I'm chronically dehydrated, right? Maybe I just don't drink a lot of water. I take a video of me taking a piss and tell Siri, how does this color look? And Siri tells me, your piss is looking too yellow. Maybe you should consider something like that. Is this related to biochemistry? How are you, Devel, by the way? Tell me something. I've talked enough. Tell me something. Tell me, how was your summer? I would ask Hanyo, but he's here often, right? So I more or less know where he went in the summer and all of this, right? Human body absorbs water with a few delay, and people mostly measure through urine. Do you study something related to this? Something medicinal? Do you have summer vacation? Like, for example, in Japan, the course starts in April. So the course starts in April and then it ends, I guess, in the next April. But for some reason, they have the same holidays. They still have summer holiday. But they are much shorter. For example, in Spain, summer holiday is like from June, end of June, to be honest, but to September, early September, right? So it's like July and August are off. Hot and the Yagi typhoon. Didn't know about the typhoon. Is it the same typhoon that hit Japan, the Yagi typhoon? If it is the same typhoon but in Vietnam, I know about it. Yagi typhoon. Southeast Asia. Holy shit. No, I didn't know about it then. Whoa. Damn, I didn't know about it. I knew that there was one in Japan, but apparently it's a different one. Super Typhoon Yagi. Hainan, China, Philippines, Vietnam. 24 deaths in Vietnam. 150. Holy fuck. Is there like a map? Typhoon map. When was this? Like last week, right? September 9th. So it kind of ended last week. It will end Monday, or what? Oh no, this is right now. Forecast 5 inches. 5 inches. Typhoon season is year-round. However, most typhoons for early July through mid-December. Most typhoons scrape places like Philippines, Japan, and Taiwan. They also can hit Korean Peninsula, China, and Vietnam, bringing damaging winds and storm surges. So it hit Philippines some time ago. Then it hit these parts of China and now Vietnam. Interesting. Yeah, but much weaker. The typhoon has already ended and we're in the recovering process. Yeah. Interesting. What about earlier, like July, for example? How was July and August? Typhoon Yagi aftermath. Let's see. Do not travel to the storm affected airline. Smart Traveler Enroller Programat. What the fuck is this? Lol. 32 degrees. Dumb. Flash floods, waves. Hanoi. Tropical cyclone. Last Friday, and this is an article from the 7th. So I guess the previous week, last week of August, it was in China, then the previous one in Vietnam, and this one here. Yaga Typhoon, Philippines. Thailand as well, northern Thailand. Crazy. Lao PDR. Popular Democratic Republic, or what? Yeah, Lao People's Democratic Republic. Vietnam. Does this mean something like Viet land or something like this? Like land of the Viet people. The name Vietnam, literally Viet South, mean Viet of the South per Vietnamese border or south of the Viet per Chinese classic border. The name Viet Yue Chinese was first written, blah blah blah. Some tribe. Interesting. Well, I'm going home. See you later. Okay, see ya. Have a good one. It's late there, right? Well, it was hot, but it's the same time, right? I think I'm ending stream as well. I'm going to think a little bit if I had anything else I wanted to say, and if not, I will end. This train driver record. record as in recording. Vale, ok. Thanks, Sydney. I know you are not the capital, lol. Oh, that was very loud. The train. It's clipping the fuck out. Let me check. Yeah, it is pretty loud. What the fuck? Sorry again. Anyways, I am ending stream. Thank you for being here. I think I don't have anything else left to say about this topic. Well, obviously I could record the fucking video or whatever, right? I could actually write the topic of the video, etc. But aside from that, thinking around it, I think I'm done with it. Tomorrow we start fully prepping the train thing. No matter how I feel, even if I want to play games or whatever. Well, if I want to play games, I will play the train game, right? But no matter if I want to play other games aside from the train game, or if I want to talk about some other topic or whatever, I will leave that for after the interview and focus on train job. So yeah, thank you for being here. That's what's coming, and